Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. Salakia. And Shalom to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And Shalom to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. I say Shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson, another lesson in the news of November the 16th, 2022, on this Wednesday afternoon at 3:50 p.m. Central Standard Time for today. And in the highlight of this news article from WallStreetJournal.com was last updated November 16th, 2022 at 4:16 p.m. And it reads, stock markets today, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones finished lower after a retail sales report came out. The Wall Street Journal for market coverage. It says today's developments, stocks finished Wednesday lower after retail sales came mostly in line with expectations. It says Target shares fell sharply after the retail gain flagged a slowdown in consumer spending. So did the shares of Advanced Auto Parts. All were major U.S. index are on track for weekly losses. And it says the cryptocurrency Genesis told clinics as well as spending redemptions a new loan or organizations following the FTC collapse. BlockFi, another crypto leader, is also preparing for a potential bankruptcy filing. Yep, and this is statistics of the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 fell lower. I believe the Dow Jones was like negative in the 30s, I believe. In the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq Industrial fell as well too. And this is the statistic from November 14th all the way through the 16th. Because I believe previous days they had a good solid gain. The Nasdaq of S&P and the Dow Jones Industrials had a good solid gain for the past couple of days. As today the stocks has lowered down as expected. Amending the retail sales data has came out. And continuing on with the reading, it says stocks were lower when markets closed Wednesday after stronger than expected retail sales data kept the focus on central bank officials' plans for interest rates. It says here's a closer look at the price action. The S&P 500 declined to 0.8%. 9 of the 11 sectors of the index fell on the day. The Dow Jones Industrial average fell 0.1% or 36 points in the negative range. It says even though it still got 33,000 points, it says the tech's heavy Nasdaq composite shed 1.5%. The 10-year Treasury yield fell to 3.687%. The Bitcoin fell 1.3%. It says read Wednesday's full market roundup. So yeah, as expected, the stocks has fell, and we're gonna see because it had a slowdown consumer spending at the data retail sales came. I guess the stocks had reacted off of that. It had a good increase gain earlier today, but I guess it had failed. Later on in the hours of the closing hours of the stock exchange bell, because the stock exchange bell, it closures around by like 3 or 4 o'clock Eastern time in New York City. That's where the stock, the Wall Street Stock Exchange is located at. So yeah, but you still have, as usual, the inflation continue to increase, the consumer spending, especially in the holiday season, you're gonna expect the consumer spending gonna increase. It's gonna increase potentially like say like 9.1% or 9.2, because I believe it was a report said about a couple of weeks ago the consumer spending was like 8.5 or 8.7. Now during this holiday season, the consumer spending gonna increase. I would say potentially to like 9.0 or 9.2 or 9.3, and then you got the inflation as well too, and expect the gas prices are gonna increase, not just only here in America, but out through Europe as well too. Because I believe not too long ago they had the high inflation was through the roof, and their consumer spending was like 10.1%. That been highest for quite some time now. So expected that trend to continue. Because the stocks and markets is a balance, a seesaw up and down balance scale. Times where have good solid gains, times where they have a long winning streak, and then the trend slips down to lower losses as well too. But as of right now, after retail sales came out, report today, and you have the stocks, the Dow Jones, S&P 500, and Nasdaq Industrial all fell today. So we'll see if the trend continues. So with that, I just want to bring out this news of the stocks has failed today. A low gain and a couple of losses with the stocks and markets and stuff like that. Bitcoin, they fell along with the cryptocurrency as well too, as they dealing with a couple of situations as well too. So they kind of react. The stocks kind of react off of that as well too. So they got a solid loss as well too. So we're gonna see if that trend continues with that situation with the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, that situation. And then we're gonna see if the Dow Jones and the industrial and the S&P 500, especially within these last couple of days of this week, we'll see if it's gonna have a solid gain or continue to slip down of their gains for Thursday and Friday. So we'll see. But with that, I hope this lesson was edifying for In the News on the Wall Street Journal, dealing with stocks and bonds, as the stocks and bonds crash today after a solid winning streak for the last couple of days. Now it had a crash lower than expected after the retail sales came out, along with the consumer spending, because the consumer spending is going to increase along with the inflation, as the Federal Reserves, as they continue to increase the federal tax hike to lower and easing the inflation, along with the gas prices and the consumer spending as well too. So with that, all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Akarkadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and a ball.